Let's have this problem. Input 3 numbers and print out in descending order. Let's have num1, num2, and num3. And then the variables which will hold the sorted values, max, mid, and min. Instruct the user to input 3 numbers, and then take in the inputs using the scanf function. And let's begin our analysis. Given 3 inputs, there are going to be 6 different possibilities in their arrangements or permutations. Let's start with the maximum. Since num1, num2, and num3 have equal chance of being the maximum, let's deal with that first. In if statement, it will look like this. First, if num1 is the maximum, so it will be like this. If num1 is greater than num2, and then the AND logical operator, followed by num1 greater than num3. How about if it's num2 that is the maximum? Let's put in else if num2 is greater than num1, and then AND logical operator, then num2 is greater than num3. How about if it's num3 that is maximum? Well, we can just put else for that. There's no need to specify the condition since it is the only remaining condition to check. Let's go back to the first test expression. If num1 is greater than num2 and num3, let us assign the value of num1 as the maximum. And there are now 2 remaining possibilities. First is if num2 is greater than num3. If so, then num2 is the mid and num3 is the minimum value. And then, if that is not the case, for sure, it's the other way around. It's num3 that is the mid and num2 as the minimum value. And the same logic applies to the rest of the conditions. So let's do that. Let's just finish this. And then let's run the code. Let's try 80, 70, and 90. Alright, it is now in descending order. Let's try again. 5, 90, and 11. And still, we get the descending order of the numbers. There is actually another approach to this, the swapping of the numbers. Here, we just use an additional 1 variable to hold temporary value for swapping. So, the idea is, we will let num3 hold the maximum value. So first, let's compare num1 and num3. If num1 is greater than num3, then swap their values. We swap their values by using the temp variable. And then move on to the next if. This time, let's compare num1 and num2. And swap again if num1 is greater than num2. Lastly, we compare num2 and num3 and make sure to swap the values if num2 is greater than num3. After all the swapping, we will end up num3 as the maximum value and num2 as the mid, and lastly num1 as the minimum value.